Russia has decided on yet another military provocation in the Baltic Sea. The Russian missile destroyer Vice-Admiral Kulakov suddenly changed course and followed the German frigate Bavaria, pursuing it along the coast of Norway, writes Bild. The escort began following the completion of NATO exercises in the North Atlantic, in which the frigate participated along with the submarine U-33 and other Allied forces. At the same time, the Russian ship Severomorsk and Vice-Admiral Kulakov left the Kola Bay to conduct anti-submarine defense maneuvers. However, after the exercises, Vice-Admiral Kulakov abruptly changed course and began moving toward the German vessel, following it along the coast of Norway and further through the Baltic Sea. The incident has caused concern in Berlin. The German government's maritime coordinator, Christoph Ploss, told reporters that it was necessary to strengthen the defense of the port infrastructure. He said the incident clearly demonstrates that Germany must protect its ports as quickly as possible from the growing threat from Russia, including by strengthening security, investing in cybersecurity and upgrading bridges to allow heavy vehicles to pass through. Ploss noted that the German government is ready to provide all necessary investments. The destroyer Vice-Admiral Kulakov is a 163-meter combat vessel armed with missiles, torpedoes, and anti-aircraft guns. The ship was built in 1981 and after a long modernization, it returned to service in 2010. Its main specialization is anti-submarine warfare. Bayern is a Brandenburg-class frigate. She was laid down in 1993 at the Nordseewerk shipyard in Emden and launched in June 1994. She was commissioned on June 15, 1996 and assigned to the 6th Frigate Flotilla. Following a reorganization of the naval structure, the ship was transferred to the 2nd Frigate Flotilla based in Wilhelmshaven. The frigate has participated in several overseas missions since her commissioning, including NATO's Operation Allied Force in Yugoslavia in 1999. Earlier, media reported that Germany, due to growing threats from the Russian Federation, created the first permanent tank brigade in the history of the Bundeswehr outside German territory. It will be based in Lithuania and will number about 5,000 servicemen. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius noted that the deployment of the unit demonstrates the determination to defend every inch of NATO territory. Lithuania, in turn, is strengthening its own defense by purchasing Leopard 2A8 tanks from Germany, the same ones that will be in service with the new brigade. This will ensure a high degree of compatibility and simplify coordination between the armies of the two countries. Ukrainian armed forces have struck a building housing Russian military personnel in the town of Koronivo in Russia's border Kursk region with a HIMARS multiple launch rocket system. Footage taken by a Russian serviceman in the area has been shared on Telegram channels. The strike reportedly killed most of the servicemen in the building. Russian Telegram channels reported that the strike hit a military hospital and that servicemen being treated there were killed. The servicemen being treated at the hospital had reportedly participated in the attacks in Ukraine's Sumy region in recent days.
За что? Это какой, блядь, прилет был, ужас.
As reported, Ukraine uses long-range drones to strike deep into Russian territory, targeting military infrastructure such as airfields, oil refineries, and logistics hubs. Ukraine has also developed long-range missile drone hybrids such as the Palyanitsia and Peklo models, featuring turbojet engines and as alternatives to cruise missiles. Recently, Ukrainian strike drones attacked a chemical plant in Russia's Ivanovo Oblast that supplies products for missile engine production, according to reports from the Astra news resource. At least 2 strike drones hit a supply warehouse at the Dmitrievsky chemical plant. The plant is located approximately 800 kilometers from Ukraine's state border. The facility reportedly is one of Russia's largest producers of chemical and petrochemical products for civilian markets. However, the plant also participates in supplying Russia's defense industrial complex. The Kiev Post recalls that it happened after that the Kremlin abandoned any pretense at seeking a ceasefire in talks with the US and renewed massive drone and missile strikes against Ukraine. So Kiev also returned to its tactic of attacking deep inside Russia that had been halted for more than a month at the orders of Ukraine's top military commanders as the hope of peace first appeared. It is noted that the number of Ukrainian aircraft breaching Russian airspace has now reached unprecedented levels. In the following 72 hours, Ukraine launched close to 1,000 drones at targets across western Russia in places like Oryol, Kursk, Moscow, Vladimir, Kostroma, Yaroslav, Kaluga, Tambov, Ivanovo, Nizhny Novgorod, Tula, Lipetsk and Voronezh. Arms producers and manufacturers of components for materials for munitions have been heavily featured in Ukraine's wide-reaching and ambitious target list. Kyiv Post analysis reveals Ukrainian drones flew almost to the Ural Mountains into Russia's Tatarstan region to hit a drone factory in the region capital of Yelabuga. A drone strike reportedly hit the Shahed drone factory in Yelabuga, Tatarstan, marking another attack on a key military facility located in the Alabuga Special Economic Zone. The plant produces Shahed-type kamikaze drones used in daily attacks against Ukraine and has previously been struck multiple times since its construction in 2023. Footage recorded by local residents shows the trail of a surface-to-air missile launched from the area of the facility. Ukrainian telegram channel Escalating Plus claimed that preliminarily there were several impacts at different points of the plant based on geolocation of available footage. Ukrainian drones attacked Tula workshops operated by the state-owned Russian arms giant Rosneft, which produces rocket artillery systems, air-to-air missiles, heavy flamethrower system vehicles, and incendiary munitions, according to independent Russian news reports, setting it and an adjacent electrical substation on fire. Drones attacked the Azot chemical plant near the town of Novomoskovsk in Tula Oblast, some 480 kilometers from Ukraine. Ukrainian drones on Thursday night also targeted defense manufacturing firms in Russia's Moscow and Orenburg regions. Ukrainian military spokespersons said drones had struck targets in the Bryansk and Vladimir regions.